Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best external graphics cards. Starting at number 5. Razer Core V2. Razer's Core V2 external graphics enclosure is another option that just doesn't make too much sense due to the price it comes in at. It does come with a 500W built-in power supply and a PSI slot. But it doesn't come with a graphics card despite it coming in at just under $500. When you consider the high upfront cost of the Core V2 itself, you're looking at an investment in order to get a high-end graphics card to go inside of it. And, seeing as how options like the XGstation node will give you the same potential to accommodate a powerful GPU, but will cost a whole lot less, or when you look at the cost of the GTX 1070 version of the Gigabyte gaming box, it seems crazy to drop on the Core V2. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 4. ASUS XGstation Pro. ASUS XGstation Pro is another option worth mentioned. However, it comes with a couple of downsides. For starters, the XGstation Pro is much more expensive than both the XGstation node and the Sonnetex Breakaway Box. And, despite being more expensive than the node and more expensive than the Breakaway Box, it only comes with a 330W power supply, which is less power than both of the two options listed above. ASUS does have a higher powered option in the ASUS ROG XGstation 2, which comes with a 600W internal power supply. The main downside of the XGstation 2, though, is the fact that it comes in at $550 and it doesn't include a graphics card. So, if you were to pair the XGstation 2 with a higher-end GPU, you could be looking at a total of $900 plus when all is said and done. And, at that point, you'd be much better off going with one of the options listed above. So, while ASUS's external GPUs are formidable options in terms of their construction, for the prices that they are currently going for, they really don't make much sense over the competition. Halfway of my listed number 3. AORUS Mercury Helios FX. Next up, we have the AORUS Mercury Helios FX external expansion chassis. The AORUS Mercury Helios FX comes with a 550W built-in power supply and costs just a little. That is easily one of the bigger power supplies in a sub-$300 external enclosure, and so you'd think it would be a solid option for anyone that is looking to use a high-end GPU. However, the Mercury Helios FX has one downfall. Rather than using a PSI 3.0 slot, the Mercury Helios FX only comes with a PSI 3.0 slot. This isn't a terrible problem as the performance difference between an X4 slot and an X16 slot isn't significant across a wide range of benchmarks. However, seeing as how an XGPU will lose some performance as it is through the Thunderbolt connection, adding another bottleneck into the process isn't ideal. Again, it won't be a significant difference, but considering that there are more affordable options that do come with an X16 slot, that's the route I'd recommend instead. Coming in at number 2. Sonnetex Breakaway Box. If you're not looking to run a higher-end graphics card in your external GPU enclosure, perhaps Sonnetex Breakaway Box is the right option for you. The Breakaway Box is one of the most affordable options currently available. The Breakaway Box comes with a 350W power supply built in. It measures in at 143x83x73 and weighs about 7 pounds, so while it is a bit smaller than the XGstation node, it also quite a bit heavier. But the 350W power supply should be able to accommodate mid-range and budget-friendly graphics cards. And, if that's not enough power for you, you can also opt for the 550W or 650W version of the Breakaway Box. Ultimately, if you don't have a large budget and you want an affordable option that will allow you to install a mid-range level GPU inside of it, then the Breakaway Box is worth considering. And number 1. Gigabyte AORUS. If you're looking for the external GPU that will provide you with the best out-of-the-box performance, then the Gigabyte AORUS gaming box is probably your best bet. Gigabyte's gaming box is one of the only options out there that comes with a video card pre-installed in it. At the moment, the gaming box comes in 2 different GPU options: an RX 580 or a GTX 1070. The RX 580 comes in at a little under and comes with a 400W power supply. And the GTX 1070 version comes in at a little under and comes with a 450W power supply. Both options sport a PCIe slot. The gaming box measures in at 63x 43x 83 and only weighs about 4.5 pounds. So, it is a fairly compact external GPU option, and it should be pretty easy to move around.